Come on in here. Yes, honey, twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, where you can check out the new event that we're doing right now, which is the Omicron event. We're going to be talking about some very, very high and low energetic things that will help take you to the next level energetically. Of course, like I said, as we get closer to the event, we'll go over a little bit of, stuff, and I'll be giving y'all some little teas on that. Either way, honey, I'm gonna try to get out everything I need to say tonight before I go, because of course, as I always say, honey, my day is ending now. I actually finished wrapping up one of the classes, and I'll be actually recording that before I go to bed and or the first thing in the morning. So shout out to my students, okay? Let's move on in to a spirit8mystic8 at gmail.com. So you can email about products and services, questions about readings, all the good stuff. Book your reading, and we go from there. Either way, so of course tonight I wanted to stop by here. Of course, not to remind you about the Omicron event that we're doing, but also giving my students update on the class. Like I said before, I just wrapped up one of the class, so I'll be putting that out there. Also going into two of my other students. You'll also be getting your classes before Sunday. I'll have one person, one more class outside of the two that I'm always, pointing out. And the other individual, I will also be sending your defensive magic class. Once again, going into the winter solstice, there's a lot of energy that's being sent here to this planet on this plane, and of course it's very, very important to try to harness that energy. So like I said, I'm going to try to get out what I need to get out before I end this live right here, right now. So of course, everything is based upon universal timing. And of course, I want to say this too, shout out to my supporters. Yes, my contributor gifters, all the good tea, all of that. Okay, once again, as I said, you can always send your teas over to other people, but you decide to send over to moi, and so I'm very, very grateful for that. So anyway, universal timing, everything works out the way it should work out. And of course, everything that happens according to divine timing, of course, happens when it's supposed to happen, how it's supposed to happen. There's one thing that I want to instill with you or leave you with is a reminder about how you create all of your experiences, both good and bad. Something in these experiences that you're having is meant for you to learn something from. And a lot of times we see these experiences as negative things when in fact they're positive. So, of course, us being the creator of our will, or the creator of our destiny, the creator of our fate. And we talked about this before, especially those who've ever taken my angelic magic class. And even there's another class we just did recently too, with one of the energies, honey. We'll keep it at that. So we come into this life, right? And this is just what I believe in, because of course I'm sharing what I believe in. And spiritually, incarnation wise, I've had many, 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 many lives on this plane. Okay. That's why I appear to be much older to a lot of people. And of course, olderness means wise. Okay. So either way, I've had many, many experiences on this plane, and going into, like I said, the incarnations. Coming into this life, we pick our situations. We pick everything about ourselves, religion, race, at least during this setting, okay? Race, religion, sex, all that. Everything you're going to experience, right? Because everything you experience is for your greater purpose. That's why I said before, there's no such thing as, there's a mistake. You shouldn't be here. You should not be doing A, B, C, D, G to yourself. Because once again, we're going into spiritual experiences. We're going into your purpose of why you're even existing or living in this realm. So, like I said, we pick everything about ourselves, including our parents. And of course, even going into a whole bunch of other good stuff. Like I said, I won't go into that because when people are in a hurt space, and or they're on a certain vibration due to their own thought process, right? Because everything is a pattern. Everything deals with levels and timelines and all that good stuff. So all of our experiences that we are experiencing in this life, we actually decided to experience it before we came here. starting with our parents. We chose our parents to give us an experience that will help shape us, elevate us spiritually. And that's why it's so important to, as you go through your adult life, to forgive your parents, to forgive your guardians, to forgive the the people who gave you life, the persons that gave you life, and whether they were there or not, to forgive them for any mistakes that they possibly um did, or anything they placed on you. It's so important because, once again, subconsciously, you are aware of these spiritual contracts. And even going into experience that you have with people like baby fathers, baby mamas, friends, all this good stuff. I don't hold any of my experiences that I've had with people um, against them, because of course, going into forgiving is to release anything within my being that I'm holding on to that reminds me of that situation. And forgiveness, once again, is to release that. It's not about holding on, or forgiving what was done. And I will never forget, as they say, forgive but never forget. But the whole process of that is to release that, so that way your body is not held in captivity. Your body is not tortured. Your mind, body, and spirit is not tortured. Your mind, body, and spirit is not kept in confinement and beaten, okay, from all the aspects that it possibly can be beaten from. So going into, like I said, all the experiences that we see publicly and private, politically, spiritually, scientifically, certain races, all this good stuff. All this stuff deals with consciousness and mindset. And that's why it's so important to change the way you think, change who and what you deal with. Even if that means family and friends, it does not matter. Let them go. As I said before, some of us, we've been through very bad, experiences with parents. We've been through bad experiences with loved ones. And of course, we're like, I don't really want to let it go because this is my mom, this is my dad. But in the essence of it all, everything is temporary, and everything, when it's done, right, when this life is done, will be put back in its appropriate place. So if what your parents, your mother, your father, and of course people don't want to think about this, they're like, I'd rather deal with it now in this life, and then when it's all done, if I see them again, if I see them again. But little do they understand that it affects them here and now. It affects the spiritual experience that they're having here and now. And even going into, I said, speaking to my trans people, you know, going into family, going into people that you grow with, that you love dearly, that you would want to accept you and to see you as the person that you are and you've always been. It could be a little hurtful, and sometimes we try to sugarcoat it. Sometimes we like to say it's okay, it's my mom, she knew me for a long time, it's my grandmother, she knew me, my auntie, whatever. But in reality, as I mentioned before, that is not your theme, that is not the moral of your story. So although you feel like you're flourishing and you feel like you're healed and you feel like, well, they're on this journey with me, and as long as they're learning, I'm learning. But in the back of that, subconsciously, you're still being affected. And of course, this is what causes a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I won't even get into that. Okay. But of course, like I said, I share with you guys my experiences, from a healing perspective, because of course I did the work, going into shadow work, going into, and that's what we're going to touch on with during the winter solstice event too. Shadow working and releasing things that you don't even know that you have within your cell, within your beings, right? Within your cells, which are, miniature versions of you, like they're your little minions. They worship you. So going back into the theme of it all and your experiences, and like I said, forgiving, the importance of forgiving people. And once again, not forgiving them for them, but forgiving them for you. Because going into cancers, going into disease, and we talk about this before, and of course, I don't mind sharing this again. And of course, we can do, if people need proof, we can get into that, as I always say, bitch, because I practice what I motherfucking preach. Okay. I walk my motherfucking talk. And it's always been that way. That's why a lot of people don't like to fuck with me, bitch, because they're like, yeah, okay, this bitch like always try to prove a point. No, honey, I'm not gonna mention it, bitch, if I don't feel like I'm that girl. So going into this, When I was young, there was a lot of things that I did. And of course, they say that diet and stuff affects your body. So I told y'all before, when I was like a teenager, I was diagnosed with high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I had ulcers, some other digestive problems that were just horrible. And of course, like I said, diet, right? And then of course, they say hereditary too, but definitely diet. But of course, going into me, metaphysical, going into quantum physics and studying the words, and how words have power, and your mind is a powerhouse, and your heart is a powerhouse. And so, what you feel and what you think of, you will becometh. So, going into that, and this at a very young age, going into, like I said, the background of my family being, you know, Bible thumpers and stuff. So I knew scriptures and scriptures speaking of that, as a man thinketh, so he'll becometh. So going into all that, I started changing the way I was thinking because I was still eating. Of course, I cut pork out around this time. When I was 14 years old, I cut pork out. So pork really, really altered and helped to shift, some of the health things that I was dealing with. But of course, it was my mindset. It was talking to my body. It was talking to my mind. It was, touching, knowing that my hands have power, knowing that my feet have power, knowing that my head has power. So taking my hands and touching parts of the body that I knew that these parts of the body was affected by cholesterol and also the good stuff. And so shifting that, because of course that's where it starts at, the thought. So I'm going to do A, B, C, D, F, G to become better. That's what starts the process. It's not actually getting and figuring it out, because I do feel, once again, going into universal timing, that the universe will always find the right place and the time, we'll say right place, the right place and space for you to manifest what it is that you're wanting to manifest. And so we shouldn't think about how it's going to happen. Just say, bitch, I'm going to start working on it and watch it happen. And so that's what I did. And then going into the metaphysical meaning behind high blood pressure and ulcers and other digestive issues, it connected to paternal, and it protected to lineage. And then when I got into the deeper stuff of it, it was past life trauma coming up. And so having to release that stuff, and that, turning me into a whole nother person, you know, um, to where people thought like I was really going through something, like, oh my God, this bitch is disconnecting and isolating themselves from everyone. But of course, in that moment of finding peace and, like I said, getting healing for myself, I needed to do that, because people could trigger you. And when people are in the same space that you no longer want to be at, it will hold you back, right? The things that they do, the things they say will keep you trapped in that space. And so I had to isolate myself. Even now, I do feel like I'm still in some type of isolation, continuously. Once again, why I moved so far away from the people I know and love, and not being, hateful, or let me move away from them because I don't want them to be near me. But definitely, once again, it's a part of my spiritual journey, and it's needed to grow spiritually, and even going to see God. Because, of course, like I said, I dealt with my trauma at a very young age, 14 to 21. Therapy, counseling, going through trauma, releasing things that did not serve me. Like I said, nobody taught me that. Nobody said, you need to go see a therapist. You need to go see a psychologist. You need to help release this stuff. Like you said, me, myself saying, bitch, like I said, coming in, maybe ancestors, maybe spirits, getting downloads from ancestor spirits, saying you need to do A, B, C, D, G if you want to be a happy, healthy, functioning adult. And so, like I said, I did the work, even, going into therapy and stuff when I didn't really have the money to pay for fucking therapy. I figured it out though. I said, bitch, for this night, we're going to have noodles. For this night, we're going to have beans and rice. Beans is $1, rice is a fucking dollar. And bitch, we're going to save enough money just to pay for fucking therapy. And so, like I said, that stuff, it helped me to move past hurdles and obstacles that were placed in front of me for me to get over. So society, family, like I said, okay, that's what we think at that point, right? We think that it's people, family, society, they're putting stuff in front of us. Oh my God, they hate me. Oh God, it's because I'm trans. Oh God, it's because I'm this, I'm that. But in reality, once again, when I took back my power and I said that my thoughts, my words, and my actions will dictate my future. And that's what I tell people. You cannot apologize for what you tell the people. If people take it a certain way, you can apologize to them for you coming off a certain way, but never take back what the fuck you say, because that is surrendering, giving up your power. You obviously said what you needed to say to help heal you or to bring you to the next level somehow, some way. And it's ultimately about you and your experience. And of course, the universe will always align you with people, places, and things that will help get you there. So even when it seems like there are weak people in your life, and people that are battling weaknesses are coming to you, and they're like, bitch, you think you're all that on stuff. That itself is also an experience for you to say, listen, bitch, I don't need you around me. And that even goes to, when people be like, yeah, people are always coming for me, little old me, poor little victim me. Once again, going into patterns and stuff, you are attracting that stuff into your life. If every single person who do not even know you feel the exact same way about you, and that means they don't even know each other, like, it's not, at work, like none of your coworkers know your family, but they treat you like your family treats you. That's when you need to start paying attention to how you think, how you're acting, and the words you're speaking. So once again, going into the process of healing. And of course, like that, I never had any addictions. I still don't have any addictions to drug, alcohol, none of that. Food, not even food, girl. A bitch can eat, but bitch, like I said, I'm not even connected to food. I know that, there's things in food that I need, as with everything in life. And I tell people this: everything that I do, everything that I interact with, every being that I deal with, it has to be something in that situation that I'm gaining. If I'm not gaining something from that situation, it's a dead situation to me. And dead situations to me reminds me of the olden days, as I said, going into the store when you would kill a person eye for an eye. You murdered somebody, you have to carry that dead body on you, bitch, until you motherfucking died. And so thinking about that, like I said, it brings up that whole, like, oh my God, I have to release this. So either way, like I said, going into addiction stuff, a lot of people, and I'm so proud of my people in here. Those of you who watch me, those of you who are connected with me, and I say connect with me because, of course, this is not our first interaction, even though you consciously think this is our first interaction. We've interacted many, many times before, whether it was other lives, other dimensions, we've interacted. And so going into addiction, all that, like I said, I'm so proud of y'all to release these addictions, to release the inflictions and the spirits that were put on you to make you crave certain things that were not good for you, because of course you were lacking something. And of course that brings the whole thing full circle, going into cravings and going into connecting with things. We connect with things like Legos, right? Puzzles. Some puzzles have outies, some puzzles have innies, some of them have outies and innies. There's four sides to the puzzle piece. There's two outies and two innies. Either way, everything that we do, every experience that we have connects to us, and it brings us, it helps build us to take us to the next level of our existence. So even going, like I said, us craving alcohol, us craving drugs, us craving cigarettes, us craving validation, us needing attention from others. All of this comes from a lack of something. And that's where we have to start with, like I said, forgiving and letting go of things, person, place, and things that does not serve us. If you were a kid and you were disrespected and you were abandoned and you were neglected, and once again, I'm not saying this to say that experience, should not be validated, and that experience should just say, oh, well, fuck it, I've been through it. Oh, well, it's not a part of me anymore. It's a whole nother being. Because that right there, too, creates some other shit, too. It leaves space for energies to come in, and now bitch, you're this psycho person and you're doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Okay. But it's to say that experience help to make you the person that you are today, to give you the peace of mind that you have today, to give you the ingredients that you have today to build whatever it is you're trying to build for tomorrow. So it's very important to acknowledge all of our experiences and to release them, especially if they don't serve us. And I tell y'all this, I told y'all the whole point of me relocating, because when I say something to y'all, it's not just about y'all. It's not just about me saying who. It's not about that. These experiences that I talk about are my experiences, and me reliving them helps for me to release them as well. Going into friendship stuff that I had in the past and business relationships, y'all, I was connected to a lot of people. Like I was looking at one of my phone contact lists. And I'm like, damn, I had like over 150 people in my motherfucking contact. And of course, during that time, that was when I was very hurt. That's when there was a lot of stuff going on with me, and I wasn't telling. Being in a very, abusive relationship with a man, being abused by a friend, all I was just attracting all this stuff to me. So, like I said, me lacking something and trying to fill that void with people, and it was like, wait, what? What's going on here? Looking back, like, bitch, why was I even dealing with that person for that long? And so letting these people go. And recently someone brought this up, like I want to say 2 weeks ago, and they were like, how do you feel about this person that you don't deal with no more? And I got a little tensed up. And while you're in your healing process, you have to pay attention to all that. When people say certain names or people say certain words, how does it make you feel? Because the emotional response that you have from these words or these experiences, it feeds your subconscious mind. And so when they brought up this person's name, I was like, oh, and I had to stop myself and say, that experience was good for a while. That's why it was for 10 years. It started getting a little crazy towards the end because you started splitting up. I started growing. That person wanted me to stay in the same space that they were in. They wanted me to be the victim. They wanted me, I need you in my life. I need to wake up with you every day. I need to see you every day. And when they saw that that was changing, they were like, oh my God, I'm losing this person. I'm losing this. I'm losing control. And that's why I was like, oh my God, bitch, you ain't never gonna be this and that. They start flipping the script, but they were actually projecting on to me what they really felt about themselves. And that's what also going into, when people call you names and they feel like they're disrespecting you, you don't really take offense to that, because then ultimately when they're disrespecting, they're calling you these names, it's really projection. You have to know who you are. You have to know where you're coming from. You have to know where the fuck you're going. And like I said, that shit won't bother you. So like I said, when people call you out your name, the N word, the B word, the T word, the F word, the M word, the D word, and it bothers you, and that's not who you are, but it bothers you, then you need to reevaluate who you are. And like I said, going into my experience that I had, I was like, oh my God, like I need to let that go. So I had to acknowledge the fact is that that person was good to me for at least 7 years out of those 10 years. And I'm grateful for those experiences, because it taught me a lot about people. It taught me a lot about the real world. It taught me a lot about energies outside of myself. And even the 3 bad years of it being bad, it still once again taught me how to be very independent. It kept reminding me to be independent and stay focused, and don't let people, person, places, and things distract you. And so, like I said, going into you all, a lot of distractions. There's a lot of distractions that are put out into our everyday lives, from the news to, whatever the hell is going on out there. But we have to remind ourselves to be still and to trust the process of the universe. Once again, going into your mind, how you think, what you feel, what you surround yourself with, because scientifically, they said that your DNA and your RNA is shaped by your environment. That means the people you hang with, the places you hang out at, and what the fuck you put in you and on the outside of you. So these things shape your DNA. These things shape your RNA, and ultimately these things will build or destroy you. And going into sicknesses, I told y'all before, and I'm not going to give myself credit, because of course I feel like the spirit works through me. Once again, when it comes to people and it comes to people outside of myself, from a mundane point of view, it's not my concern what happens to people from the mundane perspective, but spiritually, because I've been through shit, I'm like, I want people to be and experience the best things in life they possibly could experience. And that's healthy. That's a healthy mind, a healthy body, healthy happiness, joy, and peace of mind. Being able to sleep at night, being able to, sleep with ease, wake with ease. And to me, that's happiness. To me, that is ultimately true health and well-being. And so going into friends and people that I advise, and of course sometimes you tell people stuff and they're just like, What the fuck this motherfucker know? What the fuck this bitch know? This bitch, whatever. But once again, spirit gives me the idea, and I'm like, listen, let me speak. Hey, this is what I'm sensing is going on with you. And it works. And so going into a friend who dealt with some type of resentment, okay, who felt like they were incomplete. They felt like they were not good enough for people. They always felt like people stepped on them. Ooh. But they always felt like people stepped on them. They always felt like people, abandoned them, disrespect them. They never felt important. Although people, would interact with them, they felt connected to people. They felt like people loved them. They just felt like they were not wanted. And this person developed some very serious illnesses. And I told this person before, and this is one of many, but this person is very, very close to me. Before you let these people cut open your body and do some things to you, you have to let go of any guilt, any shame, any resentment, anything you feel within yourself that is stopping your cells from growing. Because of course we're talking about you at a cellular level. Your thoughts is you at a cellular level. Your words is you at a cellular level. The food you put in your body, everything you put in your body is you at a cellular level, including your sexual partners is you at a cellular level. So we're not dealing with you. We're dealing with the real you. And you got to let that stuff go. It does not serve you no more. The constant need to want to compete with your sibling and say, well, I'm the best one and I'm this and that. I'm the pretty one. That right there is sending the wrong message to your cells. And this is what makes your body start to break down. So you're having ankle problems, you're having foot problems, you're having back problems, you're having head problems. You're developing cancers in the breast, cancer in the uterus, cancer in the spleen, in the pancreas. You're developing all of these elements in your body because you're not letting things go. You're letting it build up, you're letting it fester and grow with you on a cellular level. And so this person walked themselves through this journey because once again, it's not my business. And I want you to tell me, oh, when I was younger, I had a grandfather who slapped me off my high chair. I don't want to hear that stuff because, of course, that would traumatize me. But walking yourself through this and forgiving yourself for relationships that you have. Because, of course, once again, going into relationships that we have, sexual partners that we have, we hold them in our genital area and we hold them in our heart space. Okay. So going into all that, and it ties up too, because going into the Merkaba too, you kiss them, you suck them, you did anything with your mouth area with anybody. You've connected with these people at that level and it goes in and it comes out. Whatever goes in have to come out. So it comes in the penile, urethra, vas deferens, or the fallopian, the ovum, or the uterus. It also comes out the anal cavity. That's to say, going into hemorrhoids, going into fissures, going into tumors, whatever the hell you did with the anal cavity, bleeding, tearing, going into the vagina, dryness, fibroids, all these other stuff. All this stuff relates to, once again, holding on to trauma that you had in past relationships, including friendships, because maybe you felt connected. Maybe your best friend was your twin flame. Maybe you felt connected. Maybe you said, damn, I wish we could have been more than this. Whatever. So it's so important to release that and to let that go and trust once again the process and say it into the universe. I thank you for allowing me to experience that. I thank you for allowing me to retain what I needed to from that situation. I now release anything that does not serve me. I now release anything that is not for my greater good. And of course, for a lot of people that will bring up emotions, a lot of people that bring up a lot of emotions. You may want to scream, you may want to kick, you may want to cry, you may want to do all that mixed together and allow that to come up, allow that to be released. And of course, going into releasing, it's not just about, once again, just in your mind, I'm not thinking about it anymore. No, when we say release, girl, like I said, you're screaming it out, you're crying it out. Sometimes you're even breathing it out. Because sometimes, honey, situations have happened to me where I forgot to motherfucking breathe to where I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling lightheaded. So you have to breathe that shit out. And we're not talking about breathing that shit out with some weed and shit either, honey, because once again, that's trauma. I don't care what nobody motherfuckers say. The need and the want to smoke marijuana, pop pills, and drink alcohol is trauma all in itself. And once again, I'm not saying that to judge anybody. Like I said, we all go through something. We all go through some things, girl. Don't think because, oh well, she must have it easy because she's not a crackhead. She must have it easy because she don't drink beer. She don't drink wine. She don't drink tequila. She don't drink Hennessy, Crevasse, Alizé. She don't do none of that. She must have it easy because mama don't have a problem going to bed. Mama don't take sleeping pills, all that good stuff. No, bitch. We all go through things, but it's the process of learning how to let things go. Is why we say, oh bitch, we don't crave that no more. Like I said, everything is connected to something. And so we have to once again trust the process of the universe and know that the universe have our best interests at heart because you are a reflection of what it is you experience. So that means that the universe is bringing these experiences to you. You are the source of that universe. So whatever is in your being will always come back to you completely full circle. You have to let it go. Going into relationships, when relationships do not work out, you have to go back to the very first relationships you ever had in life. What's your relationships like with your mother and your father? Because not just about the daughter who's into men having a relationship with her daddy that determine if she's going to have a good relationship with men. And it's not just about the man who's into women who had good relationships with his mother that's going to determine if you have a good relationship with women. It also goes into both parents, the mother and the father. How did the father treat you, and how did the father treat your mother? Because the mother had you. And if the father loved you, respected you, adored you, and saw you as his mini him, he was going to also respect and adore the being that helped to bring you in this fucking world. So it's like now that starts a whole other healing process. This is why I'm not having healthy relationships with men. This is why every man I deal with end up breaking my heart and cheating on me. Once again, letting that go. Going into an request, obviously, want to live in denial and say, well, yeah. Well, my dad was. I didn't even know my dad, so I guess that frees me from that. I didn't even know my mom. I guess that frees me from that. I didn't even do this and do that. Bella right here. I didn't even do this. I didn't even do that. Blah blah blah. Listen, subconsciously, you are connected to all of it, and even to go into a deeper level, you are 23 of your dad, 23 of your mother. So that means that every fear, every dream, every joy, every memory, everything they had from when they were in the utero, you also have in you. So whatever trauma they experienced, you inherit that. So that's why it's important. Once again, going into ancestral work. We don't work with ancestors just to prove a point that our ancestors are the baddest. We don't work with ancestors just to prove the point that we have spiritual ranking in every fucking thing that we do. We do also ancestral work to release any type of karmatic debt that they had, any type of sickness that they brought into this world and instilled in you. That's what we do this work for. We don't do all that shit for this other bullshit that this other mundane people want to brainwash it. Well, this is why we do ancestors work, because we want to make sure that we get all the money we need. No, honey, that's gonna come. Brokenness equal brokenness. When you're broke spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, you always have no money to your motherfucking name. You always have fucked up credit. You always have fucked up bank accounts, overdraft, this and that, collectors calling you all day, hey, hey, want my money, want my money. You always have that. You will have broken relationships with people, whether it's business, personally, intimate, sexual. That's just what it is. So once again, we have to understand that all of our experiences has molded us to be who we are now. And of course, those past experiences dealt with somebody's thought patterns. But now today you have the ability to think about and to feel what changes you want to bring into your life now. What you want to manifest in life now. And of course, everybody want to get into the materialistic shit. I love to manifest a 5-bedroom mansion with 3 fucking cars. That shit's gonna fucking come. Let's talk about the emotional body first. Let's talk about the mental body second. Let's talk about the physical body after that, and then everything else will come. A peace of mind. It doesn't say a piece of car, a piece of the body. It says a peace of mind, a peace of heart. When you have peace within you, everything else falls in line the way it should fall. Effortlessly. The whole I'm working, I'm stressing out, I'm trying to trust me, been there, done that. It will bring more stressful experiences, which will leave you more sick, more broken, more stressed out. And ultimately, baby, you'll be dying before your life even fucking began. We can go into, even like I said, I know older people that retired, and within 5 or 6 years after they retire, and I tell you this right now, because I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you what God loves is the motherfucking truth. The old saying is, when people retire, they usually die within 5 to 10 years after they retire. Not all the time, and of course, once again, that goes to how the person lived their life. But a lot of people I know, they've died within 5 years of them retiring, because once again, they spent their whole life stressing and worrying about money, stressing and worrying about the need to work, and I need to this and I need that. The beehive mentality. No, not Beyonce beehive. We talk about the real psychological thing that we talk about some real shit, honey. We talk about no Beyonce. Okay. That beehive mentality, the need to want, and I gotta have, and I need the biggest cars, I need the biggest house, and I gotta prove, while the inside is falling apart. The heart is empty, the mind is empty, the emotional body is empty. They'll know they want to cry today, and they want to punch the wall tomorrow. They get upset when my coworker pissed me off today. They cut me off. They told me to take a 20-minute lunch break, and they pissed off. And this happened a month ago. And it's like, whoa, you're harboring this stuff inside of you. So when they actually get ready to retire, which means they leaving this shit behind, they really don't. They bring it with them. So now they're not working around that energy no more, right? They're not dealing in that space where they're stressed out and and I'm letting off some steam. Now they're at home and they're thinking about it, right? It's in their hearts. It's in their subconscious mind. Now all of a sudden the body starts breaking down, and then diseases come in, and then ultimately they go. So, like I said, all the experiences that we have, we attract to us. Of course, except for the disease that we were born with. And then even then, we're going to the spiritual aspect of it. You chose those diseases before you came into this world to help you get through, to get into the spiritual space that you needed to get to when this is all said and done. Because you won't be here forever. So that's why you chose to have that life, or this life, or to live that. And that's why I said, people who come in here blind, deaf, disabled, cerebral palsy, all that good stuff, I applaud those people. To me, those people are strong. They're stronger than you and I both. Because the fact is, they would want to live in this life and not be able to be cognitive and conscious about what is going on around them, and to want people to take care of them. It talks about a lot of trust, and it talks about a lot of spiritual, just, oh my God. So it's like we choose everything. Going, it's like I said, in this life, we get cancer, we get diabetes, we get high blood pressure, we get this, we get that, a herniated disc, we get all these things, but all these things are connected to the dialogue that we have within ourselves, the thoughts that we have, the voices. Well, we have, ooh, I don't even want to do with that today. I don't really want to fuck with her. Ooh. All these little dialogues you have within yourself, it comes out. Even going into the face too. We can talk about that too, going into wrinkles and all that good stuff. Not every older person have wrinkles. Not every older person have gray hair. I talked about this before, and I would say this again too. Going into my mother's lineage, my mother has a lot of Native American, or about 75%. Okay, Native American in her. Two different tribes. Either way, when I tell you that my mother has two pieces of gray hair in her head, and my mom is 60 years old, as I said, the worrying, the thoughts in your mind, all that good stuff, it shows. Wrinkles are considered warrior stripes. The worrying, the constant, once again, oh my God, fear, and what's tomorrow, what's going to happen? Oh, is he cheap? What's all this shit comes along, okay? And once again, we're speaking of what I can say. If you're still in the mundane world, you're not going to understand that. If you're in the mundane world, you're not going to understand anything of what I'm saying. And I'm not about to sit here and try to get you to understand. We're talking about metaphysically. Every experience that you've had, every experience you're going to experience, you have attracted it to you based on the inner dialogue that you've always had within you, right? Yourself, your thoughts constantly. And the more you pay attention to them, the more it grows. That's a known fact. Pay attention. Yeah, the more you pay attention, it grows. The energy expands. So once again, we're conjuring up energy when we're thinking about things, when we're watching things, when we're hearing things. So that's why we got to be very mindful about what we see, hear, speak, taste, eat, and sleep with, because it does affect us. So, universal timing. Everything happens the way it should happen when it is supposed to happen. Going into when, how, oh my God, how's it going to happen though? I really would like to know. Once again, you have to trust in the process and surrender. Universe, I am wanting A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I trust that you're going to make it happen at the appropriate time. Period. And watch it happen. Watch it happen. Once again, people, places, and things will always contribute to who and what you are. From your speaking patterns to your walking patterns to your thinking patterns. Okay? So we have to be very cautious and conscious of what we entertain. There's two words in entertain. You're invoking some type of energy and you're keeping it within yourself. So whether you're trying to project joy, you're going to be a comedian. You're going to be ha 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 ha. If you're trying to project sadness, you're going to be always fuck you. And I'm complaining, oh my God, today, y'all, they called me a nigga bitch. Oh my God, today I got so pissed off because somebody tried to snap my wig off and I was about to fight the bitch. Like, girl, when you want to project healing, you're going to always give out those, hey, y'all, I have this idea. Hey, let me share this. And that's just what it is. So, like I said, we have to understand that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, how it's supposed to happen, and we have to trust in that. Keep your thoughts positive, keep your actions positive, keep the words you speak positive. Of course, you're human, so you gotta let off some steam. You wanna say, fuck that bitch over there in the back right there with that fucked up ass row of teeth and that blotchy ass skin. Sometimes you wanna, you wanna say shit like that. Fuck that bitch over there to keep put petroleum jelly on her skin and drinking out coconut water because she thinks she gonna be the baddest bitch at 50. Yeah, girl, sometimes you wanna say that shit. But ultimately, keep your space, whether it's your heart space, your mind space, or your home space, okay, positive and clean, pure of heart, mind, and spirit. And I'm telling you this too because, I'm be done. Someone I've been knowing for a very long time, all my life. I can say all my life, honey, because they're much older than me. They were that type of person that would say, I'm never gonna, stop eating meat. I grew up on pork. I grew up on beef. I ain't never gonna stop drinking, bitch, because I have an uncle that was 120 when he died, and he drunk a fucking swag of fucking uh uh what the fuck they said moonshine every day. And I don't have to take vitamins because I eat my mixed vegetables every fucking day. And I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Then it was okay. Well, you know what? Let me introduce you to some things. Chlorophyll. Let me introduce you to spirulina. These are very powerful minerals that are good for you, good for your brain, good for your cells, good for your spiritual body, etheric field, all that good stuff. Either way, they're like, okay, now she's trying to push her tree humping shit on me, and I said, tree humping? No, honey, this is health, girl. This so that you can have a good body, a good mind for as long as you walk this earth, whatever the plan is, however long that is. 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, whatever. So they started taking those pills. And of course, with these pills, you have to slowly increase it. It's like, or decrease it. No, increase it. So it's because, of course, once you put that stuff in your body, anything healthy, you put anything healthy in your body for the first, we'll say a good week of getting used to it, your body start becoming sluggish and stuff because it's literally pulling everything out. It's pulling all the gunk out of your body. And so you feel it. You want to sleep more. You want to, your thought process is a little more like foggy, like, oh God. Maybe your actions, you're like, damn, I'm craving chocolate with cocoa powder and vanilla. You're craving all this sweet shit. So, anywho, so you're gonna start with this. I'm only gonna give you 100. You're gonna do this, that, whatever. So they started doing it, and they started loving their results because this person was on high blood pressure medicine, two different types of high blood pressure pills. This person was taking high cholesterol pills. This person was getting pre-screened for diabetes. They actually said that they were borderline diabetic. And so I was like, listen, your body could reset itself. Your body could cleanse itself. Your body, it could do whatever the hell you want it to do. Going into the stories of the mother, y'all can look up videos on this too, where people were lifting up cars. Cars are like 4 tons and shit, girl. The people could barely even lift up a couch by themselves. They said that's a two-man job, but people are lifting up cars off of people. When the lady, the brick wall, one of you saw the brick wall was falling, and there was a baby right there. The lady held that brick wall with one hand and threw that baby out the way, and the wall fell. Going into, like I said, the car. Y'all look up a recent story happened, I want to say a week or two ago, where somebody had a car. They either ran over by a car fell on them, and somebody came and lifted the fucking car up. And the person, I was like, damn, they don't even look like they got strength like that. But once again, the body listens to the mind. And so I told him, you need to start doing this, start drinking this, start doing this, give my little input on what I know works. Some of it was through experience, some of it was, downloads. Like Spirit is telling me that you need to start sucking on this and that. You need to cut this out, that you think is good, but there's too much sugar in there, blah, 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 blah. And of course, don't cut it off all the way because you'll have withdrawal. Slowly do it. And we're talking about wine. So the person started changing little things in their diet. And I want to say 9 months later, because that's what brings us to this day. 9 months later, they're no longer borderline diabetic. 9 months later, they're now taking one pill for high blood pressure. They're not taking any high cholesterol pills or any of that. And also, something else has happened too. I can't remember what it was, but something else has happened. They were giving me a lot of shit, and I was just, I was listening to it, but I was like zoning out, like, oh my God, like Spirit, you are so amazing, Spirit. Like, oh my God, Spirit, you're ahead of it all. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, so now the person is like, okay, my man, they said he got this, and that. They give me the long ass list. My husband is getting this and that, and the doctor said this and that. So what can we do naturally? Because the doctor's trying to put him on some more pills, and I feel like the pills are. And I'm like, well, a lot of times the pills do be having interactions with each other, and the doctor, not all, but honestly, they want to keep you on those medicines. They're prolonging the disease you have now until you accumulate more diseases. And now we're speaking from a metaphysical point of view. So medicines and stuff, once again, the issue that's creating the sicknesses are thought processes, right? The thought processes, whether they're high vibrational or low vibrational, is make you have cravings for certain things. Oh God, I'm getting hiccupy and shit. Certain things have cravings for certain things, certain foods, certain liquors, certain whatever. And in return, these things are feeding energies that are in the body. And then these energies manifest into things. And it shows in your skin, it shows in your lipid panels, it shows in your life. So, like I said, these things go into that. So going into medicine and going to a doctor for something instead of targeting. And now once again, we're going into the foods, we're going into the herbs, we're going into the crystals. Like I said, these remedies have been around for thousands and thousands of years. I know some people are going to say, well, yeah, they used to say, cut, bleed it out. Yeah, but now we're getting, certain cultures. Every cultures are not about that. A lot of things that they practice, a lot of things that they've done, we still do to this day. And I could say going into a lot of elements, like going into, the injury that I got a couple of years ago that was very, very serious. Even to where one of the persons who I was in the ER with talking with after the fact, they said that their friend had to have their leg amputated because the infection got into the bone. So I sat up there with my Manuka honey and my coffee, black coffee, and all the other stuff, honey, colloidal silver and shit. And I babied my foot and I did all this stuff to a baby and it healed up. So it's like you're gonna sit there and tell me, bitch, that natural stuff still does not work? It does. But once again, your mind is more powerful than any expense you are having. If you know for sure you're going to beat it, if you know for sure you are not going to get it going into CR19, then the body has a way of building immunity to it. So that way you won't get it. So it's like, it's all about that mind. And that's why going into even fear, and I'm going to be done because I'm going to be done before I did this, but I'm going to be done at this. Fear. Fear opens you up from the root. And we know that the root is our primitive self. We know that the root is the being in us or the aspect of us that gives us strength to withstand anything. It strengthens the back, it strengthens the front, it strengthens the legs, it strengthens the mind, right? So fear opens that up and it literally shuts down everything. But it starts there first. Once again, that's the source, the powerhouse, the root. Going in even into the color, the root chakra is red. Blood is red. Well, it's blue, but still, when it hits the air, it's red. Blood, iron in it's red, whatever. It's still, it's us. It's the backbone of us. So when they shoot out fear, and they have to, and I tell y'all before, going into the news, my personal opinion, I think the news job is to instill fear in you. And they'll try to cap it up. Oh, on a better note tonight, little boy Jimmy was jumping up and down the street with a Cracker Jack box asking people to donate 50 cents. And I'm just like, bitch, how the fuck is this a positive note of a little boy sitting here jumping up and down, acting the damn fool, asking for some fucking money, and that's a better note? After you just told us that they said that the water has sex hormones in it, so it's fucking up the fertility rate. After you done said that chocolate can cause da 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 da, get the fuck up out of here, girl. Either way, like I said, fear is meant to shut it down. Also, going into immunity, we know that the immunity is in your digestive. Your immune system is your intestinal, your esophagus, your duodenum, your gallbladder. This is your immune system, your liver, your kidney, because all this is filtering, right? Pulling things out. So we know that's why they say to prevent yourself from getting a flu. Like I said, I've not had a flu shot, not that I can remember, and I've never had the flu. Bitch, hello, let's talk about it. Food poisoning, yes, but flu, bird flu, swine flu, annual flu, bitch, no. So that's why they say you drink a lot of water, especially when it gets cold. You drink a lot of water, you release stress, you stay away from as much sugar as possible, and you also consume other things to help, thermogenically. Because of course, once again, that builds the blood, thermogenic stuff, cayenne pepper, turmeric, all the stuff builds the blood up. Vitamin C, of course, like once again, all this shit builds the blood up. So that's why they say to prevent yourself from getting sick, you do these things, you won't get sick. Because of course, like I said, fear brings along stress, and stress actually depletes the body of vitamins and nutrients. On top of that, it makes your body more open to get disease and stuff. And I said this before, and I would say this again: people that have caught, the twins. I personally feel like a lot of people have caught the twins because these people were stressed out. They were overworked. Every day you turn around, there's a shortage. There's this. Ain't gonna be no jobs. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? These people didn't meditate. These people didn't go to the ancestors. These people didn't know that peace be still. They didn't trust in the process. And so in the process, the body broke down, the body gave up, and the energies that were projected manifested. And so, like I said, so that's why, once again, we cannot live in fear. And the Bible speaks about that. We cannot let people, person, place, and things instill fear into us because it's to shut you down. It's to trap you. It's to make you feel some type of way about something, to not have trust in a higher being, a higher power. And also going into yourself, not trusting yourself. Because when you're in fear, bitch, you can't really think. When you're afraid of something, you can't feel. You're worrying all these thoughts. You can't hear spirit. Spirit is like, listen, honey, and then you're like, oh my God, something's going on. I just don't know what's going on. Can you tell me what's going on? Yeah, because you stress the fuck out. And once again, going into me being a spiritual advisor, me being in a situation that stressed me the fuck out and all that good shit. Yeah, that's why I have someone that I'm really, really close with. And of course, it's not like, girl, can you give? No, honey. They will offer their tea. Listen, spirit is showing me this is not blah blah blah. And I'm like, thank you. You really cannot see when you're stressed out. You really cannot see shit. You're like, bitch, what's going on? What's going on, honey? I need some insight. Spirit is talking and the waves are being blocked. So, like I said, we cannot be stressed. We cannot be worryful. We have to let things go and we have to trust in the process. And that's it. That's it. That's it, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, Lydia Bradford. I know that's right, Lydia. Oh, wow. Okay, come on in here. Hello, Larry. Good morning. Yes, honey. Who you doing? We good, honey. Yes, another life. We love it. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Yes, honey. Thank you. I'm pretty good. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes. It's food that took my power. I know that's right. I know that's right. No people. No, if people come for you, your mess is fun. See, girl. In some situations, and as I said, I take full accountability of wanting to see me in my little hater situation. I take full accountability of that. I take full accountability in the aspects of when you're healed and you speak from a certain place, people that are not healed or people that are on some scamming shit, they get hit by that and they're like, oh my God, this bitch fucking up her money. Oh my God, this bitch is fucking up. So they feel stuff. Oh my God, this bitch is coming for women. Oh my God. Going, it's like I said, one of the persons, oh, this person don't have respect for their mother because I'm an elder and they calling me a bitch. Bitch, I love my mother. I'll go to jail for my mother. I'll do life for my mother. And I mean that from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. So, honey, no, it has no, girl. And even when my mom got on the phone, she said, bitch, I taught y'all to respect adults, but respect them if they respect you. They don't respect you, baby, you don't respect them. And that's what my mama taught us. You have respect for yourself, and anybody that don't respect you like you respect yourself, bitch, cut them off. And that means they're friends too. That's what I say when people are like, ooh, girl, she's so hard. No, the fuck, I'm not heartless, bitch. I know who I've become. I worked hard to get where I'm at. And we're talking about emotionally, we're talking about mentally. I worked hard to get here, bitch. I could have been that bitch that drug along to, ooh, I gotta smoke a cigarette. Ooh, I gotta smoke a joint. Oh my God, y'all, I need a fucking drink. Where my fucking cognac at? Oh, where my fucking pills? Oh, I could have been that bitch too. But I said, bitch, like, where's that gonna get me? Like, bitch, I need to deal with these issues head on. Like, what the fuck? Why am I numbing? Why am I running? I'm not a coward. Why am I running from problems? Bitch, I'm here to face it head on. So, like I said, I do feel like when people are coming for people and people are, hateful to people, a lot of times it's people speaking the truth. But like I said, not at every experience, though, Jay. If everybody, mama's coming for you, daddy's coming for you, co-workers coming for you, YouTube coming for you, Instacart coming for you, Instagram coming for you, DoorDash coming for you, Grubhub coming for you, Ship coming for you, Postmates coming for you, bitch. Uber Eats coming for you, girl. They just threw my food on the floor there. Bitch, she just, girl, Domino's Pizza come for you. McDonald's, girl, I went to Domino's, girl. Why did they give me a shitty ass pizza, girl? I gotta call the manager right now. Like, honey, everybody's coming for you, girl, baby daddy, baby mama, girl. What's going on in that mind? And one of my friends got a little offended by it. Once again, going into $50 that she owed me. She owed me $50 motherfucking dollars. And mama's like, you really that pressed about $50? Bitch, the audacity. Because if I was pressed about $50 when you brought your nasty ass down here to stay in my house, I would have said, bitch, I need $50 a night while you're here. So, bitch, it's not about being pressed for $50. But once again, when people are in that mindset and it's, are you pressed? No, but you are. And that's why I can't fuck with you, sis, because every interaction that we have, like, and I say this, when you are friends with people and you are business partners with people and your relationships with people, you are building something with people. That's why it's called a relationship. You're building, relaying energy, frequencies, ideas with these people. And you feel like, bitch, we're not building. We're not going nowhere, bitch. We're the same place we were when we first met 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago. At that point, it's like, yeah, it's time to let this shit go. Bitch, this ship has sailed its course, has sailed its waves. Bitch, this ship has sailed the sea. Bitch, it's time for me to let you be. And so that's what it comes down to. So it's like, yeah, girl, if that's how they are, bitch, keep them where they are, bitch. You can stay there, girl. It's not about $50. And the fact that you think that you're hurting me because you don't want to give me back my $50, bitch, that tells me a lot about you, bitch. Bye, girl. Go ahead and let somebody else, because you're gonna attract somebody that's gonna fuck you up for that $50, girl. Go ahead and keep fucking with. Go ahead. And I think somebody said that somebody snatched like some money out of her or something. I don't know. Somebody like it was something like that. She hate her job now or something. I don't know. I'm like, girl, ooh, excuse me, y'all. I'm burping and shit. Ooh, okay, spirit. Yes, we understand, spirit. Thank you. Ashe, Ashe. You're getting better with food. Listen, I've been there, done that. Listen, I know that's right. And of course, it connects to something. Going into sweets. Sweets is connected to guilty. That's why they say guilty pleasure. When you feel guilty about something, that's where sweets come in at. Okay. Going into the types of sweets, a lot of people are only into bready things. Bready stuff deals with depression. Okay. Going into, doughing, building, maybe you're not happy with your image. There's no shade about that. But like I said, all that is connected. Starchy food. Some people like that, I'm craving potatoes when I get stressed out. When I'm sleeping, I'm craving French fries, bread, all the good stuff. That also goes into some tea too. So, like I said, hey, we got to get it, honey. You're addicted to cat and dogs. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, Didi. Food is hard. It is hard. But listen, it's only hard because you think it's hard. Some things, I'm Didi, and of course, I'm telling you guys this from a spiritual perspective. So, going into fasting and praying. So, depends on, and like I said, I'm giving you my experience, my opinion, depending on what you're trying to acquire spiritually, your fast have to be bigger. Goes into one of my cousins said. Our circle used to be bigger. I had a cousin girl, rest in peace, girl. I loved her, girl. She used to, buy my songs off of me for $1. She used to pay me to, if I wrote my own song and sung my song, she'll give me $5. If I just wrote a song, she'll give me $1 for every song. Bitch, listen, y'all. I was like, she might come over to let me write a song. I would write the songs, girl. Girl, listen, I could call my mom, y'all. She can verify this, y'all. So y'all don't think I'm just making this shit up. I would write the songs and she would pay me. I would sing, other songs like that. I had a very good voice, y'all. And I'm not toot my own horn, but Brandy. I sound very, very similar to Brandy, girl. Right hand up, bitch. Like I said, I can call my mom. I call one of my aunties. Girl, my voice used to be good. When I say good, 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 bitch, it was good. I don't know what happened to it, but it used to be good, girl. Anywho, so she, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, so going into fasting and praying. Sometimes when you're praying for things and you have to fast a bit heavierly, right? And even some prayers you have to fast for an extensive period of time. And even if you are diabetic, whatever, then you go into drinking liquid diet. So you're not gonna eat nothing hard. You're gonna eat soups and all that good stuff. You're not gonna eat cookies, bread, ho sandwiches, all that good stuff. So going into that, once you start breaking or you start fasting, Didi, your craving for food starts changing. Also going into detoxing. I was telling this to one of my sisters a while ago because they're like, I crave a lot of fattening food. You need to do a blood detox. You need to do, like I said, I gave her advice. I won't say that on here and stuff, but you need to do detox that cleanses the blood and purifies the blood. Once you cleanse and purify the blood and you've been addicted to alcohol, food, and even sex. And I'm not being funny, this works. You will notice that those cravings will leave because the enzymes that were in your body that cause you to crave these things are no longer there, because your cells have memory, your blood have memory, the plasma in your blood is living, the water in the blood is living, so there's memory there. We know that water holds memory. So when these things are detoxed and cleansed and the enzymes are released, then you no longer crave these things. Oh, come on in here. So with food, like I said, you won't crave it like that. I said, bitch, I love me some hot Cheetos. I love me some Kit Kat, some Reese's Pieces, some chocolate chip, chocolate level cookies. Love me, girl. I love me some of that. Girl, I used to love pizza. Okay, a girl used to love Pepsi. I used to love Snicker balls. But like I said, I don't crave it. And I can go extensively without it. I can go years without eating it. I won't die without it. Oh my God, I gotta, ugh. Oh God, I gotta have it. Yeah, honey. So it's like something in those foods your body is craving or your body feel like it needs. And sometimes the foods are actually representing people and things in your life that you feel like you need. So maybe you look at your dad as a chocolate bear or a chocolate donut, and I'm being real. Maybe you look at the man that you broke up with years ago as a scrumptious graham bear. So now when you're getting depressed, you want to crave, whipped cream and graham crackers. Maybe you want to do some Oreo cookies and some milk, going into the donut. Like I said, maybe something happened. You're like, listen, yeah, subconsciously, I connected my first boyfriend with a dozen donuts. Because I remember he bought me 3 dozen donuts that one night that we got into a fight. Oh, goddamn. So now every time you get emotional, you stress out. I need a donut. Where's the donuts at? Donuts in aisle 3. Donuts in aisle. Is there donuts over there? There's a donut. Goddamn, let me call this bitch. Hello, is there a donut over there? Hello, you got any donuts? I'm looking for some glazed donuts, cake donuts, please. Cake glazed donuts. Bitch act like she a damn crackhead. Can I get some glazed donuts, glazed? Is the glazed donuts there? Can I get a glazed donut? Hey, fuck, they don't got no glazed donut. Hello, anybody got the? You don't got the glazed donuts. Is the donuts over there, lady? I don't need the. Listen, don't give me the air filled donuts. I need the cake donuts. Cake donuts only. God damn it! I'm about to go cut some all out, girl. So anyway, once you get into that, Dee Dee, you will no longer have those cravings. Guarantee you. Guarantee you, Dee Dee. I love the little puppies and kittens. I know that's right, honey. Come on in here. Well, on Instagram, I do their videos are too cute. Who? Kittens or dogs? Me too. I know that's right, honey. Where did the dogs and cats come in at? Yes, honey. All you put out is negativity, negativity. What you will continue to receive. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, I put out negativity and that's all I get, honey. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't get negative energy though, Tina. Yeah, honey. Tina. Nice try, Tina. Black Tina. Nice try. Yes, uh-huh. It sure is, honey. Well, that's why you're sitting back watching me right now, Tina, and you have no friends in real life. That's why you're sitting on another YouTuber's channel trying to convey and project of who and what you are onto them. We've already busted your scam a long time ago, and that's why you keep coming here, Tina. Tina, when you gonna let it go? When you gonna understand that you're not greater than me? When you gonna understand that you're not as powerful as you think you are, Tina? Hello, Tina. Hello, Tina. 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 Hello, Tina. I'm glad you think you know me based on what you see off of YouTube. I'm glad that you think you know me based on what you want me to be. Bitch, you're not even a trans person, and you had the audacity 2 years ago to bring your drag performing trans person, which, by the way, there's no such thing as that, a drag queen transsexual, your drag performing trans person to say that's not really a trans. So it's like, yeah, mama, you're invalid, girl. And you know you're invalid. That's why you're miserable now. That's why you're watching me, like I said before. You're sitting here watching me and you're wanting to be me. Not the other way around, Tina. Not the other way around, Tina, honey. You're wanting to be me, honey. Anywho, let's keep it moving. That's true in ya. I don't hang out with people anymore. So how exactly? I don't either. I don't either, honey. I don't neither. I don't either, Jay. Anywho, yes, I love going to be so much. It's starting to take up my other hobbies. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Podcast. I know that's right, honey. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Mickey Ann. We don't ancestors work to do fake money burnings, right? So that's what keep you enslaved. Yes, it will, Mickey Ann. Yes, honey. I have to put that on there, honey. Thank you. Thank you, Mickey. Listen, Mickey. What I really want to know from Tina and Catherine, because they keep finding their way over here. And it doesn't bother me because I know I inspire them. And when you're not doing anything, people are not checking on you. So I know that 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and now we're going to 2022. That's 5 years. Now I know that I have these holes exactly where they should be held at. Not once have I been to their channel to commentate their channel. Not once have I been to their channel to interact with them in any way, shape, or form. Not once have I sent them an email. Not once have I called their phone. Not once have I showed up to the house. Not once have I done anything outside of on my channel, do what it is that I do. But instead, every time I go fucking live, oh, I got it. That's what the great Ajay said. Well, why Ajay still living in that apartment with her daughter? Or excuse me, the apartment that's in her daughter's name, because the daughter lives in a whole nother state. But why is Ajay still in that fucking apartment with all those damn people? When is she gonna have her own bank account and shit? Let's talk about it. Copying the words of RJ. When is RJ gonna go get healing for herself and read herself? When is basic ass witch committee gonna put work into themselves instead of worrying about what the next bitch is doing? That's your problem now. And this is why men don't want you. This is why you have a hard time getting real men. Real men do not like shady ass, boring ass, whack ass women. That's why you have a hard time. And this goes back into, once again, your mama, your daddy, people not wanting you, feeling abandoned, and of course, you using YouTube as a way to manifest what you think you are. Using YouTube to validate who you are. Once again, your opinions, what you have to say, does not matter over here, honey. We know how powerless you are. We know how much power you do not have. Once again, going into a situation that happened, because like I said before, my friend was like, ooh, girl, don't bring it up because they won't think they're child stuff. Girl, there's no negativity over here, girl. My bills are paid, girl. There's no negativity here, girl. I've not had to suck dick, shake my ass, get on camera, or have to suck up to clients to get money from clients. Bitch, it's been 3 or 4 years. And there's no PPP loans over here. So what negativity are you talking about, Tina? Let's talk about your negativity, though. Shall we? What you got going on? PPP loan? Hello? Hello, we'll wait. Bitch, don't think, girl, like I said before, don't think because bitch, there was a freak accident and somebody lived in my area that got followed because they cut somebody off, that bitch, bullets went flying in one of my cars. Once again, I wasn't the only car that was negative, girl. My car is still functionable. I have 2 cars to be exact, bitch, not one. So even if my car was not in motion, I have another car I could fucking drive, bitch. I have good insurance, bitch, and that's why they gave me the car of my dream to test drive, bitch, while I was fucking waiting for my car to get the estimation that it motherfucking needed. So like I said, once again, what negativity are you talking about, Tina? What negativity, girl? I am what you want to be. Happy, successful, and living my motherfucking dream. You're too old, girl, to be doing the stunts that you're fucking doing, Ajay. You're too fucking old, girl. And the fact is that you're a mother and on top of that, a grandmother, and you're still acting like your fucking shoe size and not your fucking age is pretty disgusting. And the fact that you're identifying as a black woman. And you still got a lot of growing to do. The fact that you identify as a Black woman, the fact that you're on here talking about you're a spiritual healer and you're offering spiritual services when your ass is still broken, you're broke and fucking broken, says a lot about you and why the Black community as whole, in whole, is not prospering. They're not advancing. They're not getting ahead. And of course, we're not talking about every single one. We're talking about as a whole. That's why when you hear one good thing, oh, wow, it was a Black man that did that. Ain't nobody else doing that shit because collectively they got their shit together. So once again, what negativity are you talking about? And you think you're projecting, I return that shit to sender 100-fold. You think you're projecting, you think you're gonna spit shit out and the bitch is gonna motherfucking accept the shit. I'm not accepting that shit, girl. I'm not receptive to that bullshit. Bitch. You go ahead and be in your misery now. Bitch, it's motherfucking what? 3 o'clock in the morning over there and you on me, you on my channel wondering what the fuck I'm doing? Bitch. Go to bed, grandma. Go to bed, hon. You 50 years old, girl. It's time for bed. Go to bed, hon. You're old in the spirit. You're old in the spirit. You're old in the spirit. Go to bed, bitch. If you don't go to sleep, bitch, you'll be put to motherfucking sleep. As I said before, bitch, stay the fuck out my motherfucking room. And I mean that. That y'all think y'all be cute and shit, and you're not cute. Everything that comes out your mouth is about me. You have to watch me because you know you ain't shit. That's how your mom and daddy left your ass. You ain't shit, bitch. And you know that. Why are you trying to get validation in my experience? Go to the men that you had those babies with and get your validation. The psychological degree or the psychologist degree that you claim you have, use that and apply that shit you learned for yourself. Let's see you grow. Let's see you manifest. Let's see you become something, sis. Like I said, y'all all still like, you still look like beggars. You're still begging. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I just been out of negativity. So you're going to get negativity. It looks like that to a devil, doesn't it? Because you're a devil, bitch. That's why you're a devil. It looks just like that because you're a fucking devil. Bitch, that's why it looks like negativity because you're a devil. You're a demon. You're a demon, Ajay. You're a demon. And I rebuke you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You're a lying ass demon. I rebuke you. No gifts, no power, no beauty, inside and out. You're a demon. And I rebuke you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I slay you, bitch. I slay you, Ajay. Is that your name, Ajay? The stepdaughter of Oshun? I rebuke you. I rebuke you and return any hateful thing that you think you've done. I return to sender 100-fold. I return to sender 1,000-fold. Any help that helps to may those hands be binded and bound, honey, to the devils that they worship. May those devils come over and take on them and do all the things they need to do. The things that they think they're projecting, I send back to you. I return back to you 100-fold, Tina. 100-fold. 100-fold. I send back to you. You're powerless. You're mindless. You're heartless. Forever. You'll be bound to this realm, Tina. You'll never go anywhere else because you're a liar. You're a liar. You're fake. That's exactly what you are. You're a liar. Once again, say the fuck about my motherfucking channel, bitch. You've been warned. You've been warned, bitch. Okay, you've been motherfucking warned. Miss, nobody love me. I wish I could get some love. Where my love is. I wish I could get my love. Where my love? Can somebody show me some love? If you lived in your truth, maybe you will get some love. If you lived in your truth, hon, maybe you would get some love, girl. I just want somebody to love me. I need some love. Bitch, you don't love yourself. Get a mirror, honey, and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. You're beautiful. You're powerful. I love you. Your words have meaning. Your words have power. Your actions have power. I love you. Do that. You'll change, honey. You'll change. Yes, honey. Have a good day. Yes, later, Gator. Yes, honey. Come on there later. Have a good day, honey. Yes, honey. Anywho, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go, honey. Let me take my let me take my negative ass. Let me take my negative ass off and go get ready to go manifest as I do every motherfucking day. Let me take my negative ass that's getting all this bad luck. Once again, bitch, I have a house. I have 2 motherfucking cars. Bitch, debt free. Bitch, hello. Can we talk about it right now, bitch? Working towards my motherfucking dreams. Healthy, happy, bitch, and sane, bitch. So like I said, let me take my happy, healthy, negative ass off of here, bitch, and continue to go motherfucking manifest the life that I motherfucking need and motherfucking want. Let me keep doing it. Okay, hello. I guess I got to get on people's pages and comment and shit too in order for me to not be negative. I guess I got to come into chat rooms and act like I'm third parties and fourth parties and fifth parties to not be a negative person. I guess because I stay in my own motherfucking lane and I speak my motherfucking truth that relates to me, bitch. Like I said, I guess I'm not a positive person because I don't want to suck ass and be fake and fucking fraudulent and fucking phony. Bitch, because I'm looking for a hustle to get out because I had no life. I spent half my years in fucking prison. Bitch, life in place, switching out, stealing shit out the motherfucking store and fucking check fraud. But bitch, like I said, bitch, I guess I'm the negative one because I don't have a criminal record. So I guess I'm so negative because I have no criminal record. I did nothing to anybody. I've never owed any debt to society. Instead, I help society. So like I said, I guess in this new world, I guess it's the reverse. Bitch, you know, you're low life, you're a bum if you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do shit that you shouldn't be doing, you don't be fucking everybody, so bitch, you're a bum. I guess that's how the world, goes, honey, huh? Bitch, you'll lie. Once again, bitch, you'll lie, Ajay. And whoever the fuck you are, unravel, bitch. We know who you are. We see that ugly ass picture. Ugly ass bitch. We see that. Let me take a photo shoot for my new YouTube channel. Vic, kick rocks, bitch. Kick fucking rocks, bitch. And Oshun said, bitch, you need to go get that uterus checked out. Oshun said you need to go get that uterus checked out, girl. Oshun said there's a lot of tea up on E. Oh, she said you need to go cleanse and soak that and get that shit. Go get a pap smear and shit, girl. They said there's a lot of shit going on down there. You need to get that together, girl. Instead of you sitting here worrying about me, girl, you need to go soak your ass in some bath water. Put some vinegar in that water, girl, and soak. Bitch. Soak, girl. Do your yoni steam or something, girl. Let's get the fuck up out of here, girl. You're not trans. You're not a friend of the LGBT community. Bitch, you're not on this level. There's no reason for you to be up in here. Outside of bitch that you wish you could. And I wish you would too. You wish you could and I wish you would. When I say I wish you would, bitch, I wish you would. You know what the fuck I wish you would. You know what the fuck I wish you would do. Bitch. Over there looking crazy as fuck. Bitch, like I said, I don't got to click on your shit. As somebody said a couple of weeks ago, girl, what happened to him? Bitch, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I don't give a fuck what happened to him, girl. Girl, stereotypical African-American women, honey. Period. They're not trying to get their life together. They're not trying to be better. They're not trying to become the best them. They're worried about the next bitch. A bitch don't say nobody's motherfucking name. A bitch don't even describe people. Oh, girl, yeah, it's the short, stubby one that has the carpal tunnel in her left hand. Like, nobody described it, but she's like, girl, every day, you talking about me? You're so negative. You're talking about me. Like I said, girl, I'm good. I'm good, girl. You still hoping you get those views off of YouTube so you get paid off those checks because the clientele is dried up. As one of your people said to me, bitch, the money's dried up. No. Yeah. Girl. Yeah, you must be talking about yourself. You must have went to go sign into that account and said, God diggity damn. Yeah. Because, girl, over here, girl, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, hon. Not over here. Not over here, girl. Yes, honey. We thankful in the spirit, girl. We're surrounded by manifestation. We're surrounded by the energy of abundance and positivity and healing. Yes, we're surrounded by the energy of light and of God, of righteousness. Girl, that's it. Like I said, that's it, honey. That's it, girl. That last belch was the end of it. And we worked off of Essentia. Hmm. Hmm. Anywho, now I gotta go. Okay. Yes, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that's right. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, I'm Dee Dee. Yes, honey. Thank you so much. Listen, you guys. Now we're gonna end this on a positive note. Okay. For a minute. For a minute, that want to be tarot reader, that want to be spiritualist, took me off my square for a minute. Excuse me. Let me act my ass up off of here, honey. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's act like we live in that. Let's just keep acting, honey. It'll get to you eventually. As I said before, I was thinking about doing some videos, behind the scenes of what we motherfucker do, what this unicorn does over here. But I said, no, I don't want to give the illusion that I'm that girl, like I'm boasting and shit. But now I'm kind of like, no, no, you know what, no, 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 no. I know, yeah, yeah, no, we should be that girl. Yeah, I just got confirmation tonight that we should be that girl. Yeah, got confirmation. We should, honey. Yeah, so bitches could throw their phones again and get up on the screen and whack their hair out and shit, girl, raising they're already high blood pressure higher. Yes, girl, let that sink in. Getting their blood pumping and shit. Ah, fuck that bitch. All that good shit, girl, sitting down in that dungeon allegedly, girl, shaking that shit. Yeah, let's do some more. Let's be that girl. Let's be that girl. So y'all listen, you heard it first right here, right now, before we go. There's gonna be another fucking web series, new series, bitch, talking about the following of motherfucking Mystic. Bitch, that's fuck we're gonna fucking call it. The gifts that Mystic lives by. Bitch. Now it's time for us to be that motherfucking girl. So sit back, bitch, and you guys will be motherfucking enjoying, right, bitch. That'll be coming very, very soon. So that's what we're gonna keep it at for now, honey. Like I said, being psychics and people that are claiming to be intuitive when they come in. This is all a joke. It's all whatever you are, you're playing this role and da da da. Girl. A lot of people that come in this chat room, girl, we deal with each other off this line, bitch. If we were playing that role, bitch, they would have known. They've slept in my house. Bitch, they know me off of here. And that's what pisses you off, that every time you got to get your coin, you got to get your coin from new people. Every time you got to get your coin, bitch, and you talk about negative, bitch, you're the negative one. You're the one that keeps trying to go into people's account and hacking people's shit. You're the negative one, bitch. That's why you look like that. Negativity, you look like negativity. Your aura looks fucking nasty. You look dirty. You look fucking dirty, bitch. So like I said, bitch, let's talk about it right now, girl. Like I said, we'll be back. We definitely will be back, girl. Of course, we're going to be back here to talk about the shit I normally talk about. Going into the event that we got coming up December 21st, 2021, the Omicron event. Shout out to those you already signed up for it, y'all. I'm so excited about it. Like I said, December 13th, we'll be announcing some more shit. But like I said, that's it for now, honey. It's really, really late, honey. I got a motherfucker go. I've been up since motherfucking 9 this morning. I've done a lot of stuff, honey. Let me put together this tea, send this tea out. And like I said, definitely, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in here, watching, whether you watched it now, replay, it doesn't matter. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to my supporters, those who are always supporting me with classes, donations, all that good tea. That's why I'm still motherfucking here. And that's why I still reign motherfucking supreme. Hoes been doing this for such a long time. They twice a motherfucking age. And they still right here. Wake up. Rise up. Become the queen that you think you are. Rise up. Anywho. Bye for now, everybody. Love and light. Once again, to spiritmystic.blogspot.com. Okay. To 8spirit8mystic@gmail.com. Bye for now.